Gareth, so you're County Councillor, which presumably means you represent the people in Hay at county level. Do you want to tell me a bit about your position and how many years you've been in it and what you do?
I'm born and bred in Hay. I was born in late 70s, I won't give my age away. I was brought up in the Swan Hotel. My parents then owned the Swan, and when I was 5 years of age we moved to the centre of town in Tinto House. My parents owned the local bakery, so we've been in family businesses in town and in Hay all my life, all the family's life. And then in 2001 I brought my father out the fish and chip shop he owns, and I've been there ever since. In 2001 I joined the town council, and I've progressed from there into 2005 when I was appointed as Mayor of Hay, and I was 3 successive terms, and I stood down as Mayor in 2008 to stand for County Council, and I was elected to be the County Councillor for Hay and Wye in 2008. With that, responsibilities of County Council, it obviously is looking after the residents' needs on County Council level, social services, education, highways, housing issues. I think there are many issues that I could be talking for hours that they deal with. I was lucky enough when I first went on the council to be appointed on the then board of Powys County Council, and I was in charge of human resources, communications and corporate health and safety for Powys County Council. That involved talking on the county council level, of talking with the trade unions and employment law. I was able to bring in savings of over £2 million in and alter systems that other councils haven't brought in place with employment such as lease car. Many people had cars who only through the council, so we made it statutory that the easiest way to say it is that if they didn't need a car on the sliding scale of amount they used their car for the council, the payments dropped, so it was able to bring savings into the council. That's just one of the issues there that I dealt with. On the ground level, I've dealt with many issues supporting residents with housing needs, housing issues, social services, people need of support, help them deliver what they need, day-to-day issues, highways issues, street lighting, dog fouling. I've taken many issues to the County Council and taken them face on. And one of those that if we needs to be brought up in County Council, I've taken motions to County Council on parking and been very active with the community on parking. Street lighting was one as well, and also, excuse the pun, dog motion on dog fouling. Some of the issues dealt with dog fouling. All the bins in Hay have been changed to bins that can now take dog fowl. Other issues, I've done a poster campaign and got the children to design posters, which you can see on the bins around town, which are very nice. The kids designed them themselves, so they've taken ownership of the importance of supporting the community and driving the message to dog owners about picking and cleaning up after themselves and making sure that our streets are tidy. Sadly, some people don't take any notice, but you can't blame the dog, it's the owners. But we'll keep on striving on that. I think that's one issue that will roll on and on and on. We also looked at things like benches. I was able to get a grant of £5,000 to have all the benches changed in Hay. One of the benches in question is the bench by the Midlands Bank, or HSBC. There was a seat there that was very low, and elderly people had trouble getting in and out of it, and I was asked if I could get it changed. We were able to change it. It was very nice. One resident rang me and was so pleased, almost in tears on the phone, that they were able to actually get their dignity back, that they didn't need the dial-a-ride driver to help them lift themselves out of the seat. It's something that's so small, but to that person it is something that is very big. So lots of things like that that I deal with. I'm sure I could go on and I could talk about other issues.
Supermarket talk in Hay, tensions are running high. Do you want to just let us know where you are with that, in how you're dealing with all the questions and all the uncertainty that's in the town on that issue at the moment?
A lot of questions, and I'm really pleased that people are passionate about this, because obviously go back to originally when it was in June last year when it first was released to the July last year, when it was released to the community regarding this and with the Brecon Radna. I did go to the council and I have raised concerns. A lot of the concerns that I raised at that present time are being raised now. Some people do think that I hold the key to it, but I'm not. I'm just a consultee as local member. So I've been listening, going out listening to all people. I don't say what my view is. Some people think they know what it is, but at the end of the day I have to represent all people across the community, even if I have got a personal view. At the end of the day, there's many times I've stood up and spoken at County Council on behalf of the residents with issues I don't totally agree with, but it's the wish of the residents, and I will always carry on doing that as long as I am County Councillor. I've been out talking, I've done a questionnaire to every household. Not a perfect survey, I will say that. There is problems, hindsight's a funny thing, but it is an issue that I went to all the residents and I'm calculating the information now. So when it does go to the Cabinet, if they do go to make the options agreement, I can go and put all the views across. All the questionnaires that have come back in, thank you very much all for those. Every question and comment has been logged by my own fair hands, and it's taken me a considerable number of hours, and I've told the Cabinet that they will be receiving a copy of every comment that I've received from residents off that survey. So every voice will be heard within that room, within that quarter, to make sure that they know the voice of what the residents want within Hay. Plan B, you can't really argue. It's excellent that people in the community and around the community have come together. What they are doing is forcing the council to be clear and transparent. I find it very difficult at times asking questions, not getting replies to understand what actually is going on. Always pushing, and there has been several issues and comments raised against myself and other members of the community. Fair enough, I'm County Council, you put your head above the parapet. You've got to take these things. Yes, they do get through and they do hurt, but at the end of the day, clear, transparent, and if there is any issues that need to be clarified, they're pushing it. And what we've got to do, for or against the supermarket, we've got to get the best deal for the residents of Hay for now and for the future, and we've got to make sure we secure the future for Hay, supporting the local trade, supporting the local businesses. Whatever happens, at the end of the day, Hay needs to go forward, and we need to be able to thrive to make sure we get the best deal for the residents.